Good morning. It is Monday, December 2nd, 2024. Back here for Daily Shakeup number 986. And today I want to talk about some really important leadership lessons from sports and from coaching. Some of you will recognize this man behind me. He's known as probably the greatest basketball coach in the history of the sport, perhaps one of the greatest coaches of all time. His name is John Wooden. Created incredible results at UCLA basketball. But most importantly, he taught leadership. And he wrote many books. And a number of years ago, I read one of his books, and he had a chapter that was titled, "The Bench is the Coach's Best Friend." The bench is the coach's best friend. And he told stories of his willingness to bench the so-called best players when they were not doing what was necessary or best for the team, when they were too much about themselves. And boy, could we use some John Wooden leadership right now in sports and by translation over in the business world. Past weekend, I watched a number of football games and I was just not shocked anymore, but continually surprised at the number of players who are basically they're top performers. They have incredible skills, they have incredible ability, but the way they play is not serving the team. They were continuing getting penalties called on them because of their attitude, because of their arrogance, because of their ego, taunting other players. Basically, they have skills, but they're not doing it in a good people way. And that's the problem we have in our organizations. Let's face it, most managers and leaders are not lacking in skills. They know what to do and they can do it well, but they don't do it well when it comes to the people interaction. They don't do well with the who of it. They're too much about themselves. They get caught up in their own egos, and it creates penalties. It's a setback for the team, just like in sports. You know, that great athlete, say the receiver, makes this big catch and gains all these yards, but then there's this penalty and they lose ground. And that's what happens to our teams and organizations. And the time is now for us as leaders to recognize the people on our team who are really helping the team and the people who are hurting the team and do what needs to be done. Maybe that means setting them on the bench. In some cases, maybe it means taking them off the team entirely. But attitudes and arrogance and lack of leadership is pulling us down as teams and organizations. And it's time for you and I, as leaders, to make different choices, sometimes difficult choices, to do what is right, to what is best for the team, irrespective of the individual talents of a team member. If they are not consistently helping the team win, as opposed to themselves win, it's time to do something different. That's my challenge. That's my invitation. Love to hear your comments. Have a fantastic day.